Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home to the Toledo Rockets. A great crowd getting revved up and anxious for kickoff in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rockets will kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Perry. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Perry. He's loose. Got the first down and more. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll try the toss to the left. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Davis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Gleason. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rudolph. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick. They're such dynamic playmakers.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hand.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Rockets! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to Davis. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Get set.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
The Raging Cajuns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's a 0. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Gleason. Finds his man. It's Trainer. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Dropping back, it's Howard. The sure hands, it's Perry. At the 35, he's open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On the direct snap, it's Perry. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the Raging Cajuns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana.
The Raging Cajuns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Howard. The sure hands, it's Williams. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. Looking to throw, it's Howard. It's picked off, and they ruin the the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Rudolph. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Rockets want to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Looking for space. It's Traina. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Rockets have it with a first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Gleason. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Traina. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. They'll try to pound their way in. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead. Touchdown, Toledo! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held him so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. Wide open spaces. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to Davis. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some...
There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Toledo 14, Louisiana 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll send the back in motion. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
At the 7-yard line, it's now 2nd and goal.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. DB's right up on the receivers. On the direct snap, it's Rockwell. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Gleason. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rudolph. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Gleason. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Howard. That's caught. It's Sampson. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. you get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practice this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Lowers that He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 10. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Touchdown, Toledo. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.